Welcome to the Cross the Line podcast. My name is Carlos Smith, and I have all my special guests here today. I brought my people here for a hip-hop roundtable discussion on the best of 2018. To the right, I have Mega, my friend Crystal from Crystal K, my man Troop Dizzer, and also Coach Pete. What's going on, everybody?
What's happening?
I'm glad y'all can make it. So, y'all know this is a hip-hop roundtable. So, first off, I'll let anybody start, but how did y'all view this year overall in hip-hop?
This year was good, man. I feel like this is one of the best years in hip hop that we had in a long time. Just because of like the amount of material that we got, the artists that dropped. Like it's a year we got albums from Cardi to Nas to Pusha to Ye to the Carters. Everybody dropped. You know what I mean? Like it was a good year. You ain't know if it was 2018 or 98. Like it was just, you know what I mean?
It was just a combination. Everybody dropped.
For real.
That's what I like about it too. Is like everybody just threw their hat in the ring, like,
Yeah.
one after the other. Like it just people constantly dropping. Some of them, said they were getting ready to drop albums. Some of them they just dropped just like out of nowhere. But let's get to the top 5 albums for everybody. Or if you don't have a top 5, top 3, start with Mega. What's your top 5?
The top 5. I'm gonna tell you somebody that a lot of people might not even listen to that surprised me. That's I ain't expected. 6ix9ine album, bro.
6ix9ine.
You heard 6ix9ine album? Man, yeah, like he shot me with that one, man.
6ix9ine got smashes.
He got some smashing, man. But of course, man, that Meek right now to me, Meek in the top right now. You know what I'm saying? Meek came hard though. He came hard like he was supposed to.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Top
Top 5, top 3. Yeah.
I'm gonna go top 3.
Okay.
So I'm definitely liking Meek because I love Meek. Cardi. It's Cardi.
Cardi was dope.
Yeah, Cardi was dope,
But what?
No, I ain't got no butt on Cardi. Cardi did her thing. I got no butts
She
on
had a lot
Cardi.
of first. She broke a lot of records.
Man, I got-
and all that.
I got nothing negative to say about
Right.
Cardi. Cardi do her thing now. And she ain't letting up. So,
Nah,
I like the work ethic, man. She got nice
She's
work ethic.
grinding.
Yeah,
She's grinding.
And what else I really liked about Cardi was like, for me, I didn't have any expectation because I didn't really look at her as like a rapper. So when I just listened to the album, I was like, man, this dope for somebody. And I think that's what works for me because when I go in with no expectation, like I was the same way with Wayne. Like I was like, man, I don't really have expectations. Yeah, Carter 5, which is one of my top 5. I'll give you my top 5 in a second. But like when I don't have any expectations for albums, like to me that's what really impresses me more. So I didn't have Cardi in my top 5 albums, but it was definitely like one of the best ones.
Yeah, it was one of the best ones.
It's on me.
Yeah.
Migos Culture 2, Say Money Bag, Yo, Too Hard List. I had 6ix9ine with the Day 6
No,
album.
hold on.
I had Triple X Tentacion with the question mark album, question mark on the cover and shit. The Post Malone, Beer Bongs, and Bentleys. Cause he had the Rockstar single. The Rockstar single was one of the big singles that came out, man. It went 7 times platinum, man.
You can't deny that. Hey, with the money bag, you put you said which one you put
Too
on?
Heartless.
Too
Just
Heartless.
the fact that it was anticipated. I ain't gonna say like
Yeah,
I said,
I'm about to say,
listen to
what
it,
about-
but
you listen to
anticipation.
Reset was
You
hard.
listen to
Reset hard. though.
Reset like
You know,
yeah,
Reset
like,
is hard.
like Meek in that reset right there. You
That
know what I'm
reset
saying?
is
Like,
tough.
like man.
Yeah.
But I said Too Heartless because when it came out, it was
Yeah.
highly anticipated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody
that
rated
shit
for it.
rocking.
What Money Bag Yo gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna say it lived up to the hype.
See, that was another one. I didn't really expect anything from Moneybagg because honestly, I haven't really been up on Moneybagg.
Right.
But when I listened to the album, like that reset was tough.
Gates,
Right.
Gates,
like
yeah.
Meek, Gates, and Moneybagg. They're like that's the top 3 for me.
True.
But
top 5, I gotta go. Ain't no specific order. Cole. I say I put Cardi on the top 5 albums this year. To me, man, I'm a whole fan, so when the Carters drop, I was like, oh man, I gotta have it. I mean, like to me, I love the Carters album. I love Rush the 5 Nine's album because he talked about a lot of mental
Slept
health.
on,
Yeah, he was real slept on, and I feel like Royce. Yeah, I feel like Royce, he always give it to you. You know what I mean?
Bars,
Like,
too.
always.
Straight
Now,
bars.
this one thing that with artists like that, they might not have smashes. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, sometimes when I listen to an album, I listen to hear whether you got that content, and it ain't hard to make a smash either. You know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta have that balance. So I just listen
so
to it.
different these days.
Yeah.
A smash can come from you like
Anything, Baby Shark. You know
man,
what I mean?
Baby Shark,
Right,
what's
right.
my boy with that sound like the mosh pit music? What's
Oh,
his name?
yeah.
What's his name?
Shaq West.
Shaq West.
Shaq West.
No, when I first
yeah.
heard it, it came out, I thought it was a commercial. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's a song.
They eat that up.
I'm like,
Right.
the clubs, man, everywhere.
Yeah.
But once I listened to it, I'm like, oh, okay.
They eat that up.
First time I heard it, I didn't know what was
Drake album. Like, man,
The
like,
first half.
the first half is fire. You know what I mean?
First half.
And I still like Wretched Birthday. Like, I don't know why I like that song, but it's certain songs on the second part of the album. I'm like, yo, I really like this. I knew in my feelings was gonna be a smash just because it sounded almost just like what's the other record he had with the Lauryn Hill song? The big one, man.
Nice and What?
Yeah, it sounded just like Nice and What, that same tempo and everything. So.
Yeah, man, those was some big hits.
This was my top 5 right here.
So
Number 1 for me was Nipsey Victory.
Oh,
that was
man.
to me that
There was
was
so much
I
music
can't believe
this
I ain't
year.
said
That's
that.
why
Forget
it's
about
so
it.
much. You can't just
Yeah.
remember it all.
like
It's crazy.
Nipsey was
Yeah.
the best one to me. Then number 2 I had Dime Trap T.I. T.I. was dope. Number 3 I kept changing my top 5, but Royce 5'9" Book of Rhyme was like, I think that was the most slept on album to me because it's like it was just so much in it. Yeah, like just like you were saying, like addiction and everything. And the way the storyline that he had in it, like I like the way it flowed. Number 4 I had Pusha T Daytona. That was my 4th.
I forgot about that.
That was in my and then number 5, my number 5, it was just I actually went back and forth with this one. I had KOD in my top 5, but then I took it out and I put Wayne Carter 5 in there. I just thought Wayne
That was wrong, man.
yeah, it was a different Wayne. And I like at first when I first heard the Carter 5, I didn't really. It was alright to me at first, but then like the more and more I listened to it, it's like, man, this Wayne. Even though it was a little bit long, I think, and this is another question I got for y'all too. I felt like some of the songs, it was long, and some of the songs might not have belonged on there.
So yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, so this is one of my things for y'all since y'all do music. How important is it to like the track order of songs and the flow of it? Because I think that's what with Wayne, that was the issue because some of the songs, even one of my favorite songs was it just slipped my mind. It was Perfect Stranger.
Yeah.
I didn't even know necessarily if that song, might have belonged on there. And I definitely didn't like the Ashanti record he had. But it was like, how important is it, the structure of an album, like for the flow of when you're making an album?
Well, I'm gonna let y'all finish it off, but I say to start it off, your first song gotta be like something that's gonna grab your
Something
attention.
catchy, something strong.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Even your cover art need to grab your audience. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a point. The first song gotta set the tone for the CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he started out strong, like with the intro with his mom crying, and then with the Don't Cry record with Triple X. I thought it was dope.
I heard Sita crying. I was like, we're talking about Sita last.
So it was his album and Royce. Those 2 albums. That's what made me ask that question because like
It is though, man.
and the way Royce just flowed with like the storyline that he had throughout the album. That's why I was like, how important is it to when you put them when you're making the track?
Man, I feel like some of the best albums, they're coherent. Like, to me, man, like how you were saying with Royce, man, Royce dealt with family issues, and he dealt with issues his whole life, and then he brought it to a track, and it wasn't too much stuff there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you watch a good movie, like, man, one of my favorite movies, Dark Knight. So in the first scene, they robbing the bank. You don't know who the Joker is. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on, but it gets you drawn in. You like, damn, like, is this Batman? Or does this set it off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what's going on. So like with a good album, man, they get you drawn in. They put you through those feelings, man. Like sometimes, and I'm gonna say like with me, like I like LMA album, but LMA's album didn't have that coherence.
Yeah.
It was just smashes.
Yeah.
You can give me an album full of smashes, but damn, like what happened to the skits?
Yeah,
What happened to the in
like
between?
Kendrick Lamar, like that kid, like
Yeah.
that man made a movie.
Yeah,
man.
every
That man made a
time.
movie.
Every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like what happened to that? Like
The real storyline.
yeah, you know what I mean? So like when you put that in, man, that's how you make those times projects, bro.
And then the track selection.
Yeah.
Once you have so many songs and you trying to keep it all like together, it can help people.
Something else I wanted to ask y'all about. Y'all said earlier, a couple of y'all had Meek in y'all top 5. The only reason I didn't have Meek in mine was because, like, to me, it just came out. So it's like, it was still hard for me to dissect it and just instantly put it in my top 5. Now, if we would have been doing this maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later, then I was like, okay, maybe I would have put it in consideration. But I think, for me right now, just listening to this album, I think this could be Meek's best album. Either this one or the second one, Dreams Worth More Than Money.
Yeah.
To me, I thought those were his 2 best albums. But, you know, I think the more as I listen to this album, I think that might be his best one. But
That first album was trash.
I thought it was alright.
Nah, that
Dreams of Nightmare.
Man,
It was alright to me. It wasn't.
after the intro and after Amen,
Yeah.
it's out the window. Bro, I promise you.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to me, man. I bought that and Good Kid, Mad City at the same time. I had no expectation. I was way more hyped up about Dreams and Nightmares.
Mhm.
Once I heard Kendrick album, I was like, what we doing?
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know, man. That first album to me was
And there was, what was it, Dream Chaser 2?
yeah.
I had hearing that and then Meek coming in with his album, that to me it was like, you know, having expectations again. So,
Exactly.
I mean, I thought it was alright. It wasn't his best, but I think Dreams Worth More Than Money and this album right here was probably his 2 best albums. But while we're still on Meek, do y'all feel like because of everything, like the substance on it was something that, like the stuff that he was talking about, you know, with police reform and everything, I think that's what happened. But do y'all think that with him going to jail kind of made him like more of like a beloved, I don't want to say sympathetic figure, I say beloved figure, because, you know, at first when the beef with Drake, like people were clowning.
Right.
So then when he goes to jail, it's like, man, free Meek the whole time. And then once he's finally free and then he's dropping an album, you feel like this kind of made people gravitate more towards Meek now because of going to jail and now getting out?
Yeah. Like, man, listen, it's an entertainment thing, man.
It works.
PR, bad PR is PR. Like, you know, that shaped them. That molded him into the Meek Mill that people got on the album. You know what I mean? And people seen it. It was like a movie to them, you know what I mean? And all that shit count.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like because of what he went through, people, they want to hear what he got to say.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
even if they
It's-
weren't,
it's
still
more ears
stand
to
for
it.
more.
Right. It's like
Now
more
people want
ears
to
to
know,
it.
okay, what's this Meek Mill guy about?
Yeah.
Especially when you see how he came out of jail.
Right.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And now he's like the face of like police reform now, like prison
Right.
reform.
See?
Like,
All that counts.
Yeah,
man.
it's like-
All that counts.
yeah, and I love that Trauma record. The
Yeah.
Trauma and What's Free with
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
those to
Yeah.
me those were the 2 best. My 2 favorite songs on the whole album, but I think the
Until
album
you
is
go ahead
dope.
and ride with one of those gutter tracks with Meek and 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was dope too.
They were eating that 21 did his thing on there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Meek, man, like, you got, your mindset got to be in a whole nother place to come out and talk about police reform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you been in jail and basically you been on probation for 10 years over nothing. You going to jail over nothing. Like, your mind got to be in a solid place. And y'all know, just like, I mean, we all know, like, in the entertainment, like, fans don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake.
Yeah.
So when you got stuff like Meek happening, or then you got stuff like Tekashi that's happening,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like
real life shit.
it's
Yeah.
real life, but
Real life.
fans don't know. It's that with hip hop, you know what I
Man,
mean?
because
Like,
it's like, hey, before we get to, They get to tuning in, man.
Yeah.
They see
real.
Oh, then your numbers going up and all those.
That's
he
crazy though. Like,
It's like, dog.
that is wild to me.
He
You
tell
know
you
what
how
I
to
mean?
do
Crazy.
But you know what else crazy, man? You be locked up too long, all that Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like TK, right? TK, you know, he big soon as the
Yeah.
race came out, he got locked up for running and stuff, but guess what?
TK should have never made that song.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what got him down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, he had a smash, but
It was great
he
entertainment.
convicted himself. It was entertainment.
It's crazy.
You know what
It's
I mean?
crazy. And he the last one to get sentenced.
You know what I mean?
Like, dog,
It's
he's
a
coming out of this.
You know what I
They
mean?
still fighting most of it.
Right.
Man.
Right.
And it's like if 6ix9ine end up going to jail for a long
Oh,
time,
he gone.
and
It's over.
it's how
It's a
he
wrap.
is right
They got
now.
this man pictures and videos
Right.
and all kinds of shit. Like,
Yeah.
And the thing with 6ix9ine, he talks so much shit.
Yeah.
So with his mouth, man, he got to deal with that once he gets locked up. You know what I mean?
I feel like it was somebody in his ear telling him, like, you gotta do this in order to be happy. Like, as soon as he got caught, he was like, oh, I'm not a real blood. But you in the videos,
Yeah,
going on
it's-
blood
doing all those. You
They ain't gonna want to hear that when they hit your
No,
cell. You
no.
know, when the thing's ready for you, like, all right.
Now you got Rico short.
Yeah,
Like, that
And
ain't.
then it's not even worth it.
No,
Yeah.
man. You know
All
what I mean?
for no reason.
all that from then. Now you caught up behind something. You try to get away from people. You
Right.
stay.
Like I said,
Try to
man.
disassociate
It's
yourself.
smoke and mirrors, man. You know, if you don't know, like, you don't know. Like, if it's nobody there to tell you, like, hey, bro, like, you need to focus. Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna, you know what I mean? It's not gonna
Exactly. You
But the
don't.
thing-
You don't see that you need to focus yourself. But the thing about it, a few people told him, man, you need to get right.
Yeah, like the old heads would like tell him like, yo,
Yeah, like they told
knock
him.
it off, like this ain't
Yeah.
Fat Joe.
Yeah, I seen the little fat dude.
Yeah.
But I seen the little clip of Fat Joe tell him like they gonna come after you.
Yeah.
There was a couple people. Man.
Yeah.
Hey,
But now you just jammed up. Man. Well, let's switch to something else. Breakthrough artist of the year. Who did y'all feel like had a breakthrough year?
Cardi. We talking about Cardi B.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
love and hip hop, Cardi B.
Right.
Like,
like breakthrough. Like,
breakthrough.
It's like-
smashes.
Mm-hmm.
Came
Like,
through dripping, money, Bodak Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
how you go? She just can't
Whatever
remember
else she
hits.
got, you know what I
Remember
mean?
hit, like, come on, man. And then once she had with the man with the what is it, I like it like that.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You ain't on
Yeah.
this other money. And
Yeah,
all this,
man.
you know.
Yeah, man. Like, that's a whole nother genre, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
a whole nother one.
to me, I can't. I mean, Tekashi had a big year, man, but was it worth it? You know what I mean?
Because you made it a year, but he made it a full year.
Yeah,
He made it a full
yeah.
year.
Yeah, but it was 1 year.
Yeah.
Like the.
You had a big year, but what the hell
Right.
you ready to go through
It
now?
literally lasted like 14 months. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's it.
That's crazy. You know
In
what I
there
mean?
and out of there.
Yeah.
I also want to say, NBA YoungBoy also had.
Oh man, how can we not talk?
Jordan,
Let me tell you,
saying
dog.
outside today, and also he had a lot of
Man.
bad things that
Yeah.
kind of went viral, and it made him bigger. Like
Made him
the
bigger.
whole herpes situation, and
Man.
like the fallout with Kevin Gates, stuff like that, man.
All
Like,
that.
even though it was
Then you
kinda
get out,
negative,
they back cool and all that.
Like all that played a part, man. Like,
But look,
he had a big
that
hit,
boy
too.
that raw, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
boy.
hey man, like he been putting out some dope music. Like you can ride to his whole joint, like
Right.
ride to
And
it.
he only like 19, 20,
Yeah.
and he going in, man.
Yeah.
Like most of the young guys, like when they making music, they just saying stuff on track. Like you
Man.
listen to him, you can tell he like really trying to say something.
The only thing about it that kind of bothered me though is like being that young and in the streets and shooting. I mean, I think he make dope records now,
Yeah,
but like
right.
you know, being that young
Yeah.
and out there like that, it's
It's
You know,
a
like,
fair-
but
like
it's-
the OGs started like same way. You know, they
Yeah.
13, 14, young. You know, it's, man.
I mean,
it's a
if
bad
that's
cycle.
if that's how you really came up, cool.
Yeah.
But like if it's just for like money, just to sell
Yeah.
record, then I think you paint the wrong picture.
Yeah.
But
Of
I
course.
think he definitely
That decided. What is it? The name of that album was Decided.
Yeah.
I think so. Decided.
Nasty.
Crystals, breakthrough artists.
I definitely agree with Cardi. And I know this next person I'm about to say, y'all can be like, what? You're not a breakthrough artist. But Nipsey.
Yeah.
I
Nipsey
really
dope.
wasn't
Yeah.
listening to Nipsey like
At
that
all.
until his
Word.
victory. I really
He dropped a big
wasn't. I mean, I knew who he
album.
was,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
wasn't listening
Yeah.
to him. And then I was like, oh, all right.
But
So now I
what's-
got me on
What
Nipsey.
was crazy about Nipsey was they were saying that like this was like his official like debut album,
Mm.
and like he been putting out music for
Right.
a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Time, bro.
But now this is finally like his.
I
debut
thought
album.
Crenshaw was one of his first. You know what I mean? But I guess that was just like a project that
Project,
he was doing,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, like Victory Love, that's one of them albums that you put in. Well,
It's
like,
dope.
bro, you can be at the gym,
Yeah.
you could be going to an interview,
Yeah.
you could be going anywhere, and Victory Love could be playing. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
front to back.
word.
Oh,
One of my
yeah.
favorite songs is Dedication. Like
Yep.
everything, like even what Nipsey saying, like I like when an artist can come on here, get in his bag without sounding like he preaching to me. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I can feel like, yo, like this could be like my big brother trying to put me on some game. You know what I mean? And I need to hear this. You know what I mean? So like,
And that was a good point you made when we did our interview. You were saying you don't want to, when you make records, you don't want to come off too preachy because
Yeah.
if you do, then it's gonna turn people off.
yeah,
But I think you're right about that. Nipsey, like he was still talking like real life issues and,
Yeah.
and everything he was talking about.
that's just like, man, like when people go to church, bro, like if you go to church, say you smoke cigarettes, right? And the preacher, he preaching a sermon about somebody smoking cigarettes, you gonna get quiet. If you quiet, I'm gonna smoke my cigarette. Like, you know what I mean? So
You
like,
get quiet.
yeah, so like whenever you hear somebody, man, somebody could come on a record
Right.
and they could say your name and be talking specifically to you, but because it's the truth and people don't want to hear the truth, they're not gonna listen.
So do you think it's the message or how you deliver the message?
I think it's how you deliver it. Like
Right.
you can deliver it and have fun with it. Like man, one of my favorite. I told you, man, I love Hov, man. So like, it's a lot of Hov lines. Like I got just on paper, just sitting around my house. But like one of his biggest lines to me was like when he said, "I used to want to sell records like Common Sense." And I sold 1 million records and I ain't rap like Common Sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like because he knew it's a balance. Like you know, you got somebody like Common that been in the game just as long as Hov.
You're
You
right.
feel me? But who a bigger feature? You know what I mean? Hov. You know what I mean? Like it's about how you deliver and what you say, man. You know what I mean?
All right, let's switch to the most slept on artist.
I say the baby, man, cause he got hot song. He shot a nigga in Walmart. Like,
Word.
listen, he killed a man in Walmart. He probably one of the same rappers coming
Hey,
up.
look,
Period.
I'm talking about
Like,
when that happened, but you know, he had already had some shit where he did and made everybody talk about, like when he went down to Texas walking around with that diaper on.
Yeah,
I'm like, everybody tripping and trying to clown, like, man, this man is smart.
Yeah.
He is a genius,
Yeah.
but
and people like that trap
it's
music.
crazy.
But we know that. You
Yeah.
feel me?
You know what I
You
mean?
feel me? Yeah.
He go in on it.
And he rap.
Yeah, what I say.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, like when I hear him say he the best rapper, it make me feel away because it's like, bro, about time somebody in Carolina start claiming it. You know what I mean? Like,
And I think everybody, you should feel that way.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doing some crazy numbers, right?
Yeah.
He doing crazy
Yeah,
numbers.
man.
But he dropped a bunch of projects too, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
videos, like in the face,
Bunch of
like,
videos,
every
man.
week. Right.
Like his video come out when the project come out.
Word.
Like as soon as it drop, he
Word.
dropping the video.
Word.
His body working, man.
Do y'all think that's the formula? Like, I listen to Blank Blank. I think Blank Blank is dope.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's no longer than like 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you think that's a formula like to create like a short project that long and then drop a video to every single song? Is that what?
Depends on who you are. Like if you that type of rapper, for him it works. You know, it might not necessarily work for somebody who's more hip hop rather than in his lane.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it depends on who you is and kind of picture you trying to paint.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all somebody else that slept on from the Carolinas. Nick Grant.
That's,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Exactly. what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
Nick Grant is hard.
Yeah.
Man, Nick Grant hard, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can
Yeah,
rap.
he got a
Man,
song with
that-
Daddy right now, right? Yeah.
Did you hear that man on that?
From Walsboro.
Yeah,
man.
No disrespect to Walsboro. That's just like they be like, where y'all from? We be like, you
Like,
feel me?
Hey, what is that?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I can't tell you how many times I have to be like, they be like, Susan Smith. Yeah, they be like,
Hey, you can be.
And then they know.
yeah, oh
Man,
shit.
I've been halfway across the country. You tell somebody you from Union County, they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You ever heard Susan Smith kid? You know?
Oh,
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Right. That's what they associate us with, you know what I mean? Damn, but yeah, man. Yeah, Nick Grant hard though, man. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, what you were saying, the formula, bro. Like, and I'm sure Nick followed the same formula, man. But like, the attention span right now is short. So
Yeah.
whereas like man, you could listen to songs 10, 15 years ago, and the songs might be 5
5
minutes.
minutes,
You
5
know
to
what I
6
mean?
minutes.
Yeah, nobody listens to 5 or 6 minute songs.
Yeah. Somebody just had one that probably, was it me?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott got
Somebody
one.
else got one.
Yeah,
that
probably
listened
me
to it
too, though,
I
but-
believe
Meek was free. It's
Yeah,
like-
It's like-
And I'm gonna
Verse
tell
long.
you, that's how I knew. That's how I knew. Like when I heard "Was Free," like I heard Ross verse, and I heard Meek verse, and I was looking. I was like, oh, this song kind of long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like that
like,
man about to talk.
you feel
know what I'm
me?
saying?
You feel me? So like I was like, all right. So but yeah, like it's a formula, bro. Like it, like to me, honestly, like that 3 verses is dead now unless you pop. Ain't nobody about to hear you for 3 verses.
Period, dog. They ain't doing on long projects.
No.
I was like,
And they ain't rapping 16.
Me put like 19 on there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
else,
Wayne had like 21, 22, and it was-
but you barely getting
It just depends
10
on
now.
who
You like
Yeah.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You know?
and I got a theory, some of the best albums that I have ever heard in like 10 songs or less. You know what I mean? Like the albums that they hype. Like man, my mom used to hype me on like Anita Baker and Luther. You feel me? Like my mom was listening to no rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when you got like Luther, Anita, Marvin, and people like that, they albums 7 or 8 songs. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But and then all the songs that we hear on the radio, they be from the same album. You know what I mean? For 20 years, you might not even
The same
know
album.
the words.
Let's take a quick break real quick, and then we'll get right back to the conversation. Cross the Line Podcast.
Alright.
Welcome back to the Cross the Line Podcast. Like we were talking off camera, you guys are talking about Kanye. What do y'all feel like is going on with Kanye right now?
Man, I don't know. But let me tell you, boy, be so far-fetched, man.
Yeah.
I think
So,
Kanye
man.
has lost who he is and he can't find himself.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
look, what was going through his head when he was doing that dance in that box? Like,
Yeah.
like he fighting through spider webs and
Man,
like he trying to dive in the air. Like, what you doing?
man, Ye is it's a weird space. Man, I love Kanye coming up, man. Like when I was growing up, man, wasn't that like you feel me? It
He
wasn't-
had some classics.
it wasn't nothing
That's
like
right,
that.
he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like right now, like we need to give bro some time. Like we need to stop talking. I mean, like the
He
media
need
needs
to
to stop.
He need to go hide.
Yeah,
Go to an island, bro,
Get right.
for a little while. You ain't gotta go to no island. Just
get
stay
right.
in the house.
Yeah,
Something.
just get right.
You gotta get right, bro.
When all else does make good music,
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I just feel like nowadays when he says something crazy, people just get outraged about it. Like, why even, that's who he
Give
is
him
right
that
now.
attention.
Yeah.
Don't even give him that energy. But another thing is, I can't remember who it was, Joe Budden or T.I., they were saying, like, for Kanye, he's probably one of the most powerful, influential figures in hip-hop right now, probably in history. And the things that he's saying and wearing the MAGA hat and having those meetings with Donald Trump, we don't really know what he's discussing. Like,
this is true.
if he's like really for us right now, like
what is he?
Yeah.
Everybody was just like, oh, he wouldn't have met with him. He wouldn't have
Yeah.
met with him, but ain't nobody know like what he did. Though.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody know what he did.
Yeah, let me ask y'all something. If y'all had an opportunity to change something and and you had to go talk to Donald Trump, would you do it?
Yeah.
If it's gonna be worth it, like
Right.
well worth it, man.
I feel like
Somebody got to pull
yeah,
strong.
I feel like I
Somebody
would
gotta pull
go,
strong.
but at the same time, I want somebody who's more educated on this stuff than me. Like,
I mean, yeah, of course,
But that's why Kanye had Jim Brown with him. Like Jim Brown was beside Kanye the whole time. Jim Brown ain't opened up his mouth, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But we know like Jim Brown is like a prominent figure in the black communities, like in Cleveland. Like he really trying to help them kids. You know what I mean? So when I saw that, I was kind of like, maybe Kanye ain't as crazy as we think.
yeah, because I'm like he had some other people that everybody didn't know that.
Yeah,
from.
but Jim Brown ain't saying not one word. You know what I mean? So it's like,
so what's the
being
point of
sponge.
going if you?
He just probably being a sponge.
you know what I mean?
Like what he said might have been off camera. Like
Yeah.
he had to be there for a reason.
Yeah.
Like,
But let me say this. One thing that Kanye said when he was talking about kids, it kind of tie into like the attention span that we had. Like he was doing a lot of talking, but when he said that kids need something, like we need to start mixing like PE with math class. Like you shoot a ball and say like, yo, if I shoot 2 balls plus this one, how many do I got? You know what I mean? Like you incorporate something so the kids ain't bored.
Yeah.
Always
Gotta get their attention.
Yeah, always.
Always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they teach the stuff way different.
Yeah.
Now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, Man.
Yeah.
And I feel like the school system is just broke anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's
Man.
just so much.
And the crazy, you gotta have some teachers that really want to teach the kids. They just want a job, bro.
Trying to get
They
the
do it, they
classes
just
in.
want a job. They want that job,
Yeah.
and money and the benefits, bro. Like, they go there and say let the kids do anything, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of people ain't serious, but I got a friend that was a teacher, now he's assistant principal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to my boy Dre, but he did all that, you feel me? So it's like,
You gotta
people know it, and a lot of people don't know it, but like, he went through it, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And he was there for the kids, putting in his hours. He ain't even been teaching 10 years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you gotta do it.
He been doing it. He
Yeah,
been doing it
see
for
that.
a minute, you know. But a strong 10 years, and he even did all that, man. It said like,
So Kanye, he does have points, but I think a lot of it also comes across as he says he doesn't word it the right way. The way he comes
Yeah.
off saying it, that's another thing that's kind of like the issue with him is like the way he words it. Something else we're gonna talk about real quick. The artist with the most pressure going into 2019.
Cardi.
Yeah.
Look at everything she did this year. And nobody expected it. So what's she gonna do next year?
This is true.
What kind of fire is she
Keep
gonna
it
bring?
up.
Is she gonna keep it going? So I feel like it's Cardi.
I say 6'9", cause I mean you see it.
Oh, yeah.
He going through a lot. Like he got charges to answer to. You know, you just had a big year and it's about to get taken away from you. So you know, you got a lot of pressure on you right now. You might want to
but
stay
hey,
focused.
but the pressure, that's a whole lot of pressure right there.
Mhm.
Everybody saw Bobby Smurder go through that same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of somebody. I'm trying to think of somebody that ain't dropped. Like man, like
Who had like
Kendrick ain't dropped this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Kendrick had a quiet year, but we still living off of Damn. But Kendrick had a quiet year. You know what I mean?
He did do that soundtrack though.
He
oh
he-
yeah,
He
he
did
did
that.
the
Yeah,
soundtrack,
yeah.
and then he was in little.
He was in Power.
Power.
Like, he was
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
something.
He did something, you know, he doing a little thing. So
I'm gonna say this too. Offset got to come with it because Takeoff got an album. Quavo album. Nah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quavo. I mean, Offset. He got to have a good year, man. Because you got the baby, your girl, the hottest girl in the world right now.
he getting ready to drop his album, right?
Yeah, so like
He probably gonna be dope though.
You know what I mean? You
Probably
gotta come
gonna be
with
dope.
it.
He's the last one.
And
I
if
think.
they follow the formula of Culture gonna drop again in January. So I don't know if Offset gonna come out before then, but
Man, he's supposed to
Culture.
drop his this month.
Yes,
soon,
okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah, like
I was
14.
thinking, yeah, okay, that makes sense. man.
Yeah, he's dropping this
I'm
month.
gonna say the most pressure for me going into next year. I'm gonna say Chance the Rapper
Mhm.
because he's been quiet for a while. I mean, he's been doing some things.
Yeah, he been
doing
doing, you know.
But it's like he hadn't dropped anything since what 2016. Coloring Book. That was my
Yeah.
favorite project of 2016. Coloring Book. So I'll say him and probably Big Sean too. I'm waiting to see what else
Man.
Big Sean come with.
I hate how people slept on that album, man. I decided like when
I
it
decided-
came out, like
Man,
that album was hard.
it shocked me. 'Cause,
I thought
you know,
it was
I
good.
listened to
Yeah.
it, but I ain't know this was one of his whole
Yeah,
projects.
Big
to
Sean
put
is
out.
dope.
Yeah,
Man, I
Dope.
said, oh, this dude is over here.
Yeah,
eating.
and then like again, how we was talking about albums that flow. Like at the beginning of the album, you hear that man talking about how he been in the same spot for 40 years, and he know it ain't like, you know what I mean? And then you go through the whole project, and you hear this man talking, and then at the end it's like, you understand that dude would have been Big Sean if he stayed in Detroit. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, you gotta like the thought process that people put into these projects. And for some of the fans, just to give it like an hour and then be like, "Oh, this is trash." I never.
Yeah, that's
understand.
what drives me
Yeah,
I
crazy.
never
People did that
understand.
with Wayne. It's like
Yeah,
man.
they just wait for people to say something, then just jump out the
It
window.
be a
Like,
few
don't
albums
even
you
give me time.
have to just ride and listen to them sometimes,
Yeah,
y'all,
mhm.
like, and just sink
Yeah,
in.
man.
Because a lot of people, they just want to hear a little beat.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't
Yeah.
even listen to the lyrics
Yeah.
for real. You know what I'm saying? They got a nice beat,
Yeah, man.
and they know a few words of the hook. The
Yeah.
rest of that, they don't be tuning
They
in.
don't care,
The
man.
thing with Big Sean though, I felt like Dark Sky Paradise was better than I Decided. To me,
Yeah.
Dark Sky Paradise was dope, and then when he came with I Decided, I thought I liked I Decided too, but I just feel like now is the time like he really needs like a classic. I don't know if he has had a classic album just yet. I
Man.
mean, I think he had some good albums,
Yeah, he had some good ones.
but as far as like a classic,
The album
I
he
think-
put out with his girl, 2088, that was a good
yeah,
album.
that was
a dope album.
Originaire, you
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna drop another project because it's about time. Like he might line it up with 2088 and then a Big Sean project. Because Ye dropped all those people with good music. Man, I ain't even talk about Tiana Taylor.
Tiana was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Man, I forgot, like, Tiana had the best beats. Tiana she's really came up, man. Like, she's different, man. So I rock with her, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Do y'all think?
I'll just say.
Do y'all think it's better, like we were saying earlier, to like, is it better for artists, you know, when everybody in the same year is just dropping all these albums, like Ross and, well, not Ross didn't drop this shit, but Jay-Z and then everybody, Wayne and all those, J. Cole, all those big names. Do you think it's better to drop the same year that everybody else drops, or like to like wait and when the following year when nobody everybody
know
put out?
they could be coming back again the next
Yeah.
year. You know what I'm saying?
Your fans might not love you next year.
Hey, go ahead.
You
You
feel
see
me?
how many people that dropped the last quarter?
They forget. They'll forget, bro. Like, you could drop something. You could drop something and 2-3 weeks later, I'm talking about, bro, you can still be pressing it. We know, bro. Like, how many times have you met somebody and that first thing they say is you still doing your little music thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
Like,
ain't been paying no attention for
yeah,
it. You know,
you
they
be
ain't
like,
paying
bro,
no
I just
attention.
did
Yeah,
this.
like, just put out a whole new project.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
You
it's
caught
like-
up on the hype.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I'm
So
saying?
It's like with the music industry now, like, you gotta have visuals or you just gotta be in their face. Like how people saying all press is good press. Like, it don't matter if 6ix9ine got bad press, it don't matter if he got good press.
Every time.
He in front of people's faces.
Every day, all day.
Yeah.
It's something, some
Yeah.
kind of little news write up, whether it's
Yeah.
true or not. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine does. I seen one day he got pressed by the Crips.
Yeah,
like they have
we
a
don't
different
know how
storyline.
true
Like,
it
how
is.
you know? Who the hell
Yeah.
told you that?
Yeah.
Ain't none of y'all, you know.
Nobody's calling you from jail telling you this.
But that's, I think that's the wrong kind of press though. You don't want that kind
Yeah,
of
ain't
bring
but you
that
know,
negative
you don't
energy.
bring that negative
Yeah.
energy,
Bring
but
it.
at the same time, you know, it's just people they hearing that name and stuff, so you know they hearing that name and
This is true.
but like you said, you put out visuals and get more acquainted with your face. Like I'm trying to go like so many.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
all the
shoot
time,
like-
just being in their
I'm
face.
trying to shoot like 2 this month.
Yeah,
And, you know,
because you got to.
Yeah.
Consistency, bro.
How do y'all feel about the idea of, you know, if you drop an album some part of the year and then maybe put out like maybe 2 EPs like the same year, like just to kind of say
It worked. It worked for people. Everybody
works
don't do
I'm about to say whoever
Yeah.
you work.
it. Yeah, like it'll work if you do it right.
Yeah, you gotta be strategic.
Yeah.
Man, okay, I'm gonna say this. Like, as far as like the music industry goes, it's kind of like a different rollout right now. Like, we used to, man, I'm 28, man. Like, I feel like I'm old when I'm young. You feel me? But like, I remember when when people release albums, like they would do so much. It used to be 106 and Park, TRL, everything. Before,
in
you know,
your face. Yeah.
now
Yeah.
you wake up and your homie just sent you a link like, hey bro, like so and so just dropped the album. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't even know. Like,
Mhm.
you know, Juice WRLD just dropped out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, just dropped
Exactly.
whatever. Like, you don't know when these albums are coming, so it's kind of different. Where as far as like we come up on the time where people used to push and be in your faces, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a different rollout right now. So it's kind of funky right now with the music industry. To be honest, you know what I mean?
But it's
Like,
a good time to
lit.
get in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you
It
know
is.
what I'm saying?
Cause you get money off of streams now. You know what I mean? Like if you take care of your business.
You got to
Right.
be
You got to
Yeah, you got to
take care of
understand,
your
man.
business. That dude right there,
Smart
take care of your business.
for real.
Like, he one of the few that I know, like spinning around my way that take it serious with their business and all this dude too. Both of them, like
You got to, though. You got to.
you got to soak up that business side. Like, man, forget all the music and all that business.
Yeah.
It's called the music
It's
business.
not music business.
Like you
We
said,
ain't in the
you
business of making music.
man,
You
you
know
got
what I
to have
mean?
your paperwork right. Like you
Yeah.
said, the publishing and all that, man.
And you know it's crazy because you know a lot of these guys that do this trap rap thing, they don't have their business together, but they rap on all this.
Man,
Preach
your
up.
business ain't together. What you want to do with it?
But you putting out free music and not getting nothing off for it, or the next man got your music and he
Man.
getting, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
And you ain't got your paperwork together.
Yeah, man.
What you
I
want?
see it every day though.
But they be
Every
rapping about
day,
no
every
racks,
day.
Every day, bro.
And they, you know what I mean?
Like you might have the hottest music, but
It don't matter if you
paperwork
ain't
together.
together.
Right.
Like everybody be listening to it, they just sitting there listening to you.
What's the big song out right now? Juice WRLD, I still see shadows in my room. You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Sting just
Ooh,
sued him. Did you see
Sting.
that?
He took all the
Sting
money.
got 85%,
bro.
because he didn't clear the record.
Yeah, he ain't clear the record.
So
He just-
Sting-
He eating off him.
Yeah,
If
Sting.
he signed to a record label, he ain't getting nothing off of it.
Man,
No,
They-
everything that you make from I Still See Shadows going
Yeah.
straight to Sting. That's how you gotta have your business in order.
like,
And for Sting having his business in order,
He knew.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He worked out for
like,
him.
He sat back and watched him.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna let this record blow up.
let it
Man.
blow up. And
Man.
he got his money.
So y'all know more about it than me. So that's kind of like how a lot of times you see artists get sued now because
Yeah.
they don't clear records.
Yeah, you can't
So-
just go put that out. People
Yeah.
told him before, man, do this, and do
Nah, you
put us
can't
in
do
the
that.
top. Man, no. Cause once you know the business side, like, man, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm
as far as
saying?
like a mixtape instead of an album,
It's
like
still
you don't,
so
you know what
I mean, man, you might get slide in on mixtape. As soon as you go try to upload it to some iTunes,
Yeah.
doing something, get some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way you mess up.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. How do you like differentiate what's an album and a mixtape nowadays though? Because like
Man,
people
you
just
put whatever on there, really.
People just
You
put
know what I'm
out
saying?
gotta-
Whatever you
gotta
put
say
on
it.
there.
like so anything that goes on iTunes, they automatically.
It's just what you gonna make it and how you gonna promote it and market it. Cause at the same time, I heard some mixtape that way harder than the album.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, the mixtape was super hard. You kind of miss on the album, like, you know, but
A lot of times you really don't know because, I mean, to me, if it's on a spin roller, it's mixed.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then
You can't download it on there too. It'll send
Yeah.
you to the purchase. link.
Yeah.
Like, you can listen to it stream, but as
Yeah.
soon as you want to try to download, you got to pay for
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you go ahead.
You can call it whatever you want to. Also, like I might put a 20-track project on iTunes and call it a mixtape.
Yeah.
It's just all about what the artist said it is. Like remember Drake? I want to say like about 6 months
Drake
ago.
called it the
he
playlist.
dropped- Yeah, the playlist thing. Who else dropped playlist?
So that's kind of like a way to protect yourself against sued if you just
I mean,
call it.
you think
If
that.
you making money off of it,
You
gonna
gonna still
get
get
sued.
sued.
Matt Miller, when he had that Donald Trump song, right? This was years ago.
Yeah.
But he put it out on the kids' mixtape. Donald Trump heard it and was like, bro, you do not about to use my name. And he sued him. He sued him for everything. He was like, whatever you made off of that, I want it because you calling your record Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I'm Donald Trump. I didn't tell you, like, so when you doing this business, bro, like, you even gotta be careful, like you can't even if you saying somebody's line, like paying homage to them,
Man,
bro,
they can get you
they can
for
get
it,
you.
bro.
You gotta pay your credits.
They can get it.
You gotta pay your credits. Like Ho shouted out Biggie his whole life, and I promise you, Biggie's team getting paid for it. I promise you, whenever you hear a Biggie line, it don't matter if Ho and Nas was beefing. Like he said, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. So
Yeah.
you gotta pay Nas for this. You know what I mean?
Talk about the LMA and Jacquees thing.
Bro, exactly. Like
Jacquees
Jacquees,
situation.
Jacquees, you put out a cover to a record, and the
Right,
cover,
like you was right.
like you was right, bro.
The whole video. The whole video. The whole video.
Bro, like if somebody did that to you, what you doing? You gonna be ready to fight? You gonna be like,
Man,
bro,
what?
And it's
No,
my
You gotta stop.
what is you doing?
Like,
you know what I mean?
exactly,
You know
like,
what I
bro.
mean?
That was the biggest hit of his career.
Come on,
Man.
Come on,
Man.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, let me pull up off of this.
Hey, did y'all see the what was the meme talking about? Him,
When you crank up a car.
It was another one talking about, oh, that's a nice song you had there. It'd be off if I made a cover to it.
Right, because you know you're gonna take it, man.
Man,
You know it, man.
I don't be knowing what's his music and what ain't.
No, because like,
He dropped the album this year.
He did.
Yeah, it was straight.
It's
Yeah.
called 42 something, right? It's a
I know
number
it's
like
75?
yes, it's
I know
something
it's
like
talking, I saw the cover to it.
talk about the QC the label.
Man, you can't stop it right now.
Huh?
Like
What you
QC,
Yeah.
Coach K and P.
They running.
Talk about it.
They like, hey,
They
like,
gotta get some respect right now.
Look, bro, what other label is doing what QC doing right now?
Nah.
Tell me one.
QC doing some
Right.
cash
I don't
money
even care if you
stuff,
talking about
man.
these big labels.
When you saw that since like when?
What?
Yeah,
When
man,
Cam with No
yeah.
Limit, them
Yeah.
first came out like they on some real,
Yeah.
they taking over the game. Like,
Like our compilation.
man,
album.
what they got the other boy on the management, what's his name, Trippy Red?
Yeah.
Or that dude,
They
man,
managed
like,
it. They managed
man,
it.
they got,
Yeah.
You gotta understand, Coach K been solidified.
Yeah.
Coach K
Been
responsible for
solidified. Yeah.
Gucci and go, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Matter of fact, the interview I did with Shannon McCullum, Lil Yachty's dad, he was talking about how he came up was like he does photography, so like he did photography on way back. So he said he actually knew P and Coach K back in the day. So that's kind of like how when Yachty, he said, I think in my interview he was coming out, he said that Yachty had to put out a record on SoundCloud. It hit like 500,000 streams. So then he went and told P and Coach K about it. And then after that, you know, they put him on. And he said, you know, I'm gonna make your son a millionaire for years to come. And then after that, he said Yachty just took off. So Yachty,
everybody keeps talking about how garbage Yachty is, but that dude
is a businessman. Yes,
he is eating.
Man, when his dad was telling me about some of the stuff, like he has to deal with Nautica. He had Sprite. I think he got a shoe deal. They was talking about he just finished the movie of How High 2. He was just like saying so many different things, like business wise, like this dude had so much stuff across the board.
Yachty keeping his face clean. Like Yachty one of them straight edge artists. You know, he don't smoke, he don't drink. So that's a whole nother pocket for you. You know what I mean? Like
turn up. You gotta look at the people that's in his shows. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Like, he gonna eat for a long time.
Yeah, man.
And like people talk about Walker being.
Yeah.
Walker always got a whole different crowd.
Yeah. Walker got a young crowd. Like, man, that's a whole nother scale. You know what I mean?
All right, let's get to everybody at this table. I just want to know before we get out of here. Project wise, talk about your projects and like what's next for everybody going into 2019.
Let me start off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, me and my boy 6300, we just dropped a good compilation album. Me and 6300 actually got a single called Alive. We just dropped a video with Game Town. We got your boy on there, Fat Boy Phil. You know what I'm saying?
I let that get out my face, boy.
Oh, you remember that? Appreciate it. We just, you know what I'm saying, we just came together to try to do some good music, man. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the next project, 2019, I'm dropping Sections Volume 2. And I'm just gonna keep working, and hopefully I can get some artists under me, get them working as well, man. Just trying to keep it going.
Hey, I'm gonna say before I even say what I'm gonna do, if any artists want to learn the business, holla at bro. And I mean that like
I was watching stuff he was doing, like I was sitting here with the people, like my people in Charlotte, you know, teaching me the business and all this. And I already seen him doing stuff. I was like, he already know the business. You know what I'm saying? Like I see stuff he do now. Like people just see he put out music, but you gotta think about how he put it out when he do it. Business is together. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's something that we need here in South Carolina because man, it's way too many artists that man the game's saturated here because don't nobody know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then you got certain artists that know what they're doing, they know how to move, but the attention being drawn to these other people that ain't gonna never get paid and nothing like that. It don't matter how much game you try to give them, they ain't gonna listen.
And then you can't say something to somebody else. Some people they like, oh, he hating. He talking down. I'm trying to put you on. You know what I'm saying?
Or they feel like advice from a rapper trying to sabotage another rapper. That's a whole nother thing.
So Pete, let me ask you, Pete, like how they were saying, like if anybody needs to know something about the business, they say come holler at you. Do you think you'll get to a point where you don't really want to do music like that anymore, just stay like behind the scenes, putting people on point?
Yeah, because it's getting done now. Like I've been doing this, man, I'm a rapper since like really I've been rapping since like 9 or 10, but like putting out music, I say about 13, 14, you know, and man, you know, it get old after a while, man, you know, you've been doing it so long, you ain't getting the way you want to get. I feel like me behind the scenes, I could probably get somebody to blow up before I can get myself to blow up. Keep it all the way 100. Like I got
to be real, I've been thinking the same thing. Right. Because like if you know the game, bro.
Yeah, because you can see it like, man, this dude, he got this track, he don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But you got like, man, it's the same thing. Man, you just gotta know what you got.
You gotta know. I'm about to I'm working on a No Promo 4. And I'm shooting to have it out on New Year's, man, because I know everybody's gonna be out, so I just wanted to put another project out there. But man, like next year, I just want to be real consistent, man. So I got like a couple projects that I'm working on right now, and I wanna necessarily, I don't know if I wanna have somebody under me because I still wanna kind of learn myself, but I do wanna help other artists out, man, because we need it around here, man. Yeah, we need it. Like it need to be a community, man. Like it's way too many that don't get it.
Way too
I'm gonna get back to that work and let you talk about Megan, but you know something else. DJ Montana wasn't able to get here, but shout out Montana.
Yeah, shout out
But
Montana.
one of the questions I was gonna ask y'all was like, what is something that if he would have been here, he could have touched on as well. I was gonna say, what is something that y'all want to see DJs do more for artists to help y'all, and then at the same time, what do artists what the DJs want to see from y'all to like kind of go vice versa.
Stop running to these big artists when they come into town and acting like y'all ain't never ever worked with anybody else. You know what I mean? Like stop running to them because there's people out here that's working, but y'all will ignore them until a Friday night when whoever come into town. And he in town for 10 minutes, he gonna shake your hand, take a picture, and he gone.
Yeah.
You know.
You ain't need DJs no sit.
No, right. I'm gonna keep it chill. Like, you know, the couple movies I made, like, you know, I might get a couple club spins and a little radio play. A lot of them time, they be from North Carolina. Like, a lot of them DJs be from North Carolina.
Right.
I literally go outside of Aces for in South Carolina sometimes. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of DJs in Columbia and like Charleston that like support the indie grind right here. But like Aces 4 DJs specifically, man, they kind of like, if you ain't went to school with them or whatever,
Kelly the one that been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I remember Chris, that was something we talked about one time. We were saying like it's kind of weird how like sometimes the most support comes from strangers, like people that's not really that close to you for some reason.
Like, like man, like I move around a little bit, so I can be popping up in the city, Columbia, or something like that, and somebody may know me and see me or whatever. You know, really rocking with me. You feel me? And you be at home chilling all the time. People don't pay attention to what's going on. But when you hit these other cities and you doing shows and you just pulling up and networking, man, the love is crazy. Like, man, true, way out there in Texas.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the airway, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you go out there and meet people and you do your thing, people gonna remember you, you know what I'm saying? And, man, the love in the other cities be crazy. And them other cities gonna cut them checks.
Thank you.
The other city gonna cut the checks.
South Carolina don't cut checks.
Yeah.
South Carolina
Most cities go
don't
back
cut
there.
They ain't gonna South Carolina.
I mean, it round here, basically, you know, you got, they don't want to cut you no check, but you start hitting the bigger cities and all that.
Yeah, man.
If you they gonna cut them checks, bro. Facts.
Yeah, man.
I've been amazed, like some of the things I've been on, like people I don't even know, like as far as my interviews go, I've shot maybe 4 interviews out in Atlanta, down in Atlanta just this year, like just reaching out to people, and they, you know, they just, I mean, people still show me love as well. I appreciate everybody that sat down and appreciate y'all too, but like some of the people I interview, like just hit them up and reach out to them. Down in Atlanta, I shot 4 interviews, just like real estate of people that's building their business, like man.
I'm be honest, man. Like, I'm be honest. I watch both of y'all. I watch your Instagram and I watch yours. I appreciate what y'all doing. You know what I mean? We need to build it up. You know what I mean? So like, bro, like I don't know if y'all ever watched some of the old interviews with like some of the old MTV stuff, like how they was doing interviews before the big shows came around. Y'all gonna be the staple. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna be the staples whenever we sending our praise kids and they want to see an interview. We sending them y'all video. You know what I mean? Like we showing that earlier. Like for real, because when you really get involved, these labels or whatever, whoever you working with, investors, they want to see. So they want to see live performances. They want to see videos. They want to see interviews. So I'd rather, it ain't no disrespect to JJ, you know what I mean? But I feel like JJ Solomon ain't got a filter at 96.3 block. And ain't no disrespect, but I feel like anybody and everybody can get on. You know what I mean? And it ain't no type of filter. And he ain't telling them like, ain't no disrespect to him, but it's like last night I was sitting in the car listening to Outside Grind all the time. But you got records that ain't mixed at all.
Ain't mixed
at all. And this is the type of stuff that we supporting in our community.
You supposed to tell them. You supposed to put them on game, bro. Quality.
Thank you.
Quality is key.
Thank you.
Quality is key.
But
I'm big on that.
Instead of doing that, you just like, well, we the only people around here supporting unsigned artists. It don't matter if you ain't teaching. You know what I mean? So like I said.
So it's like you just put together something and just they just throw it out.
And I feel like with y'all a staple, bro. Like you sit down with people and talk to people. She sit down and she got her banner up. You feel me? Like y'all
exactly.
You know, y'all building each other up, man. So it's like that's gonna go a long way versus somebody that's just And like I said, ain't no disrespect to what they doing over there, man. I love what they doing. I love how they support artists. But you gotta show them. You know what I mean? And if you don't know, what we doing?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
why you a DJ if you don't know?
And that's part of the thing with my podcast is like when I do these interviews, it's like to kind of put people on game. And like when I sit down with these entrepreneurs, one of the main questions I ask them every single time is, what is your blueprint for starting a business? So like they giving you free game, like it's there if you want it. Like, and Gary Vee said one time, I forgot where he was at. He was like, I can give people the blueprint all day long, but even though it's there, everybody not even gonna do nothing about it. I can give it to you all day long, but most people ain't even gonna do nothing about it. But so one of my questions when I talk to people is like, what is your blueprint? Like I love to ask people that because everybody has a different way of their success and how they got to where they are. So I love to see how people just say, of course, like Marcus Burnett said, who does broadcast, has his own broadcast, but it's like for business, depending on what kind of industry you're in, it's gonna be different. But it's like everybody has like a blueprint to what they did to get to where they are. And that's one of my things, like I wanna be able to give people a platform to talk about their business and at the same time let them lay it out for people who might be interested in doing the same thing, and then they can learn from them and maybe add a thing or two to it, and then they got their own thing going.
Yeah, you gotta be that way, man. Like you gotta have some type of vision of what you want to do, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you don't have a vision, anybody can talk you out of anything that you believe in. So you can sit here and say, I can sit here and say, yo, I think I got a smash, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm weak-minded, Pete can be like, bro, I don't even think that's it. So now I'm sitting on something that could have been a smash, or I'm sitting on something that could have changed, but I'm listening to somebody else. You know what I mean? And I ain't standing on my foundation. So yeah, you gotta have some type of focus. You gotta have some type of vision and goals. You gotta knock it down, and you gotta know with your business. You gotta know business-wise what's needed. Like we know. Like, I had to learn, but like it used to be, you didn't have to put out a video every month.
Yeah.
You put out a video 2-3 times a year, and people were straight. They're like,
nah, you gotta put out videos back to back. Like I know myself, like I ain't got no video. That's why I'm finna start shooting more. You feel me? People put out so many videos now, but at the same time, you gotta you don't want to put out too many.
Something else for people listening and watching this interview. Another thing is how you sell yourself too. Because one of the things when I talked to Yachty Dad, he was like, after I reached out to him, he's like, I went on your page and just seen how you sold yourself. He's like, cause I'm inviting you to my home. I don't know you like that. So like, for me to invite you to my home, I had to go on your page and see how you presented yourself. Yeah. And he's like, man, I love how you had everything on your page and the stuff that you're doing. He's like, so that made me more comfortable having you invite you to my home. So that's another thing, man. Presentation is big. Yeah. But real quick, we gotta wrap it up. Megan, what's next for you? And then Crystal will get you what's next for you as well.
Okay, well I just put out my project in October called Pen Skills 2. Just put out the video for my single Get It. That's on YouTube and all that. Think about just putting on the word stuff just because might as well. Why not? So about to shoot a couple videos for a few more tracks on the project and just start to push with that, man. And I'm gonna drop another one like February. It's gonna be on something else for the ladies though. I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on some R&B feel. I got some crazy stuff, like, I got some crazy stuff, some nice stuff. So yeah, Crystal, I'll look out for that.
Well, I'm still just pushing with Let's Talk with Crystal K. So still trying to push
Keep it
that.
going. You already know you got some more interviews.
I know.
Right,
Listen, that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't been talking. I'm like, all right, got my questions. But yeah. So yeah, we're still just pushing that. I'm trying to get that on different platforms. Trying to get it bigger. Trying to grow my audience. So.
Yeah, we all on that same tip.
Exactly. Yeah. For me, going into next year, I just want to continue to push the envelope. I just want to keep growing and building my own brand. I just got to a point where I feel like for me to enjoy my life and be able to do things for my family, I want to be able to. I need to create my own opportunity that way. When it's time for me to do something for them, then I can do it. Like not having to ask somebody else, can I be off and get the time off? And I just think that's one other. I want to be able to push other people to do the same thing. Like invest in yourself, man. Because at the end of the day, like. Something happens to you at your job, it's a wrap. Like they just gonna move on to somebody else.
They don't care.
Quick, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like I just want to keep building my brand and pushing
Exactly.
myself. I want to see everybody else continue to grow. Just challenge yourself, and also like I've told Troop, and I know I told Crystal, like, you know, as I quit my job, my other job, one of my jobs, like I've been working on my book. I don't know when it's gonna come out yet, but
You working?
yeah, I've been putting in the work.
It'll
in
be
it.
ready when it's
Yeah,
time.
and
It'll
I
be ready
think
when
honestly,
it's
I'm
time.
not to my own home, but like the stuff that I've been through, like school related, like I think this is gonna be something that might, you know, change the game. It might be a blueprint for
staple,
people.
man.
Yeah, like a staple, like the stuff that I'm talking about from my personal experience. I feel like it's something that's gonna be able to like help other people, and that's one of the things, man. I just want to help other people and continue to challenge myself. But real quick before we get out of here, everybody, shout out to give everybody your social media.
On social media, follow me on IG, PK64. Follow me on Twitter, PK64. And you also hit me up on Facebook, Coach P.
On Twitter, I'm Troop SC everywhere. TROOPSC. I'm on IG. I'm on Twitter. That's the same thing. On Facebook, look up Troop. There's a DZA. Yeah.
My IG is official Mega, and Twitter is MegaMan3, and you go to my website megasmusic.com. I'm on Facebook too, Mega Harris, Mega Man, I do music page, and all of that. So just check out the website megasmusic.com.
Crystal.
So I'm on Instagram as _Crystal K _. You can find me on Facebook, Crystal Council, Let's Talk with Crystal K. Same thing on YouTube, Let's Talk with Crystal K.
Right,
Yes.
YouTube channel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
go subscribe to my YouTube channel by any means music.
I'm gonna try to do it again on there too.
All right, before we get out of here, you can just visit my website, carlosksmith.com. You can visit my Instagram, carlossmith92, my Twitter, Carlos K. Smith, and also my Facebook is Carlos Smith. And thank you to the Marriott, everybody here for letting us use. We're at the Marriott, like I said, the Mesh Lounge in downtown Spartanburg. Thank you guys for letting us use your facility. Till next time, this is Cross the Line Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.